What's up, Internet? We are here in the town once again. It is Canada Day. It is no longer raining. We got stuff to do. We gotta go find some gyroids. I think we're probably gonna keep this one a little bit short. My throat is hurting a little bit. I've got a bit of something lodged in there, which is not exactly the most pleasant feeling ever. But we'll see what we can do today. Now, we do have letters that I would love to take a look at, but right now we can't exactly do that because our inventory is crammed full of stuff. So we have to de-stuff our inventory by doing this. How much do these individual butterflies sell for? Just one, because I want to see how much they're worth. Yeah, I thought they kind of sold to 2,000. Alright. We can sell Excite Bike, we can sell Purple Butterfly, Grey Toton, that. We can sell that. We can sell that. We can sell one paper. Okay. And I'll be back in a few minutes with my other stuff, Mr. Nook. I can hear a frog croaking in the background. Okay, so let's go back home and look at my beeping messages that won't stop beeping. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to make messages beep. I don't appreciate it. Okay, so we just need to get rid of 4, I think. 2, 3. I don't want to get rid of Bangle's message. So I don't get rid of Bangle's message. And then that one's Pierce's message. I don't want to get rid of that either. And I don't need my golden axe right off, so I'm going to drop that in there. I could just save these messages, I suppose, but there we go. Now let's see what else we got. Once I actually can activate my mailbox. You know how it is. Letter from Leopold, don't care. Letter from Tom Nook, who's usually rather unimpressed at writing letters. Everyone gets mad at me when I try and write them letters, but no one gets mad at Tom Nook for his wildly unimpressive letters. We have so many presents. We're so loved today. Let's take a look. First we have a mammoth torso. Nice. And a padded skull. Awesome. And a padded tail. We've got 3 actual fossils out of 6 so far. 4 out of 6. Aww. And 2 of them are paperweights. And they're the same paperweight too, which is kind of lame. Star shirt, we can sell that. And we can sell the Waiting Lloyd, which is a funny name. No new treasure for us to find. Except for the aforementioned gyroids, of course. And that stag beetle. Pockets are full. That's not fair. I think we can fix that. Awesome. There we go. That worked out pretty well. Time to sell some stuff. Okay, Nook, let's see. Sell, 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 sell. Sell, 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 sell. And sell. Alright. We're making some bells today. And we can sell this, what is it, classic hutch? I don't need it. I don't need it. 840 bells. How many bells did I spend for tickets just to let me win that stupid thing? Way too many. It wasn't a good return is the short version of that story. I don't have this shirt yet. No thanks. I will buy it. And even though I already have it in my inventory, or my catalog, I'll buy the GameCube shirt because why not? So I'll also buy this one, please, Nooklings. Because when you're going to be a shill for Nintendo, you might as well spend some bells to actually have the privilege of it. Because why not? Nothing else here that's interesting. Alright. I'll take some white tulips. Yes, please. And I'll take some red tulips. And we cannot forget the cosmos. How could you? They're too nice. I'll take some yellow tulips. And finally, we have white cosmos. Sure. Alright, so that's done. Now we gotta go plant them. Now we can go on our little adventure for more awesome gyroids and stag beetles. Actually, I don't think they're worth very much, but they make me feel better catching them. If we really want a good beetle to catch, we need to find the jewel beetles. Pearl's still here. At this point, she's the only person in my town I care about. Alright, let's plant that there. And I don't know if I've got anything planted behind this tree, so we'll plant something here. And I think this is the last... Yeah, this is the last row of this acre. That's pretty cool. Plant that, and I'll plant that, and I'll plant this. And we still need like 1 day's worth of flowers from one shop. But then we'll have that acre complete. That's pretty exciting. I've lamented about this before, but it kind of sucks that you can only have one bug on screen at a time. Just because, you know, having all these flowers, there'd be like 1,000,001 bugs around all the time. I saw a drone beetle, but I don't care. Stag beetle. That might be worth something. Granted, our only mission right now is looking for gyroids. That's the only thing I really want to do right now. I'll probably call it a day just because, like I said, my throat is really hurting. Things are not perfect. Okay, now I'm offended. We need to make things perfect. But first... I don't know what that was. That was a different bug altogether. Wish I caught it, whatever it was. Must be a new bug for July. Probably some new type of stag beetle. Like a saw stag or something. Alright. Well, we'll have to keep an eye out for that one too. And then once we go to the other town, not today of course, but tomorrow, we have to keep an eye out for a banded dragonfly and whatever that last cicada we're missing is at the very least. Oop, there's a spot to dig something up. So let's do it. Fossil. Understandable. Unfortunate, but understandable. There's a frog. At least in terms of sound effects, it could be anything under there though, which I think is weird. Here we go. Tall buzzoid. I don't like buzzoids. We'll sell that one. They look kind of like corn. And they make loud buzzing noises. Not unlike a fizzoid, but fizzoids are at least kind of cool looking. And not entirely obnoxious to listen to. Alright. Well, we have 2 more we should be able to find. Ideally. If all things go according to plan. And since it's a new month, I might as well try and catch this fish, because it might be something we don't have yet. Come on, fishy fish. Nope, it's a stupid catfish. Alright, so right now, we got 2 more gyroids to go look for, plus whatever bugs we find along the way that we don't have yet. Which, as of now, based on our discoveries, should be 1. I'm not sure if these guys are actually worth anything, but I like catching them. Because stag beetles are neat. And are partially what inspired Pokemon to exist, kinda. which is actually functionally a very true statement. That's a drone beetle. Yeah, I don't need him, but I caught him. I think Wendell's coming to town in a couple of days or something. Ah, Katrina. Oh, I don't want to deal with Katrina. She's always so vague and makes me trip and fall on my face a bunch. Actually, we got 2 items lost today. Let's see what we got. It's like a green couch, except not as good. Alright, we'll take this gingham parasol. But we're still missing 2 gyroids. And that is unacceptable. We must find the gyroids, make them feel comfortable, and then capture them. And then either sell them to Mr. Nook or lock them up in our basement to be part of our awesome robot dance band. Because what else do you do with gyroids? Nothing, that's what. You either sell them or you keep them to make an awesome jam band. Unfortunately, we're not having much luck finding any. Let's just go back to Nook's and sell all this stuff. Alright, we'll swap it and plunk it in my inventory. I like that you can't get rid of the fish. It's like, yeah, no, you can't get rid of them. I think that is a beetle we don't have. Saw stag beetle. Kind of what I thought it was too. Nice. Alright, we got rid of the drone beetle because we know we have them. Guess we'll go back to Nook's now and get rid of this stuff. There's a drone beetle. Kind of surprising how small a beetle it is makes such a large sound. Doesn't seem proportionately right. There's another one. I'm here to sell, Mr. Nook. This, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, but not this. And also these 2 things. Alright. Okay. Back to the gyroid / bug hunt. And it occurs to me there's a place we haven't checked yet. This little square right here. But alas, nothing will be found. Unfortunate. Still, we persevere. You know, it makes me wonder. You can kind of trick the game into setting specific spawn points for things in trees if you get rid of like other trees that are applicable. Could you theoretically do that by getting rid of places on the ground where stuff could spawn? Like if you covered everything in flowers, you know, aside from places like this where they can't be placed, would that then force the, you know, whatevers to spawn in those specific places? Or would it just remove them from the odds of actually spawning entirely? That was a big carp. That carp should not have been that big. Maybe it was magic. Come on, fishy fish. Not seeing anything new for fish. Also, we're about to get eaten by a... yeah. Silly mosquitoes. Drone beetle. So we're still missing 2 gyroids. not seen any place for them to spawn. There's a weed we can get rid of. And another. But just nothing. It's weird. Oh, there's something we didn't see before. This is why it's important to take second looks and stuff. Oh, that's a fossil. No one cares. I want the fun treasure. Fun treasure of dancing robot things. Rid of that. Goodbye, drone beetle. You aren't the bug we're looking for. But I'm not seeing any more spots to dig stuff up. That's unfortunate because I really want these gyroids. It's like the highlight of any point when it rains. Oh, hey look, there's gonna be more gyroids. Stupid ball, go away. Nothing down here. Not seeing anything up here either. More down here. There's a saw stag. I think that's it gets scared off, but we can try and catch it. Yeah. I figured that would be the case, but it was worth trying. I hear a mosquito buzzing around, but I do not see it. Hey, there's Spike. I don't think he'll lead us to treasure. Also, he has bad tasting gyroids and surf rock. So I'm inclined not to follow him to look for treasure anyway. He'll just lead us to dumb gyroids. Oop, there's something. Again, important to take second looks and stuff. Now, because we're going south, I will go underneath it. And completely with. A mega poltergoid. Not really one I wanted, but at least we're finding more gyroids. Small victories. We're just gonna zigzag around down here and see if we can find anything else. Because we're still missing one gyroid somewhere. Cookie, did you steal the gyroids? I think Cookie stole the gyroids. There's a drone beetle. But not an insect we need, nor a gyroid. Nothing around here. We could check around the like awkward bits of the flower garden where stuff doesn't like to spawn particularly. But I think after that, that might be it. Cockroach. Not interesting. There's only so many bugs I care about, Cockroach. You are not one of them. I'm sorry to burst your bubble and make you feel less important, but your bubble needs to be burst and you're not important. Nothing here. Now, granted, there's a few areas around here where we couldn't plant flowers, where weeds and the like could pop up, which tells me, on a theoretical level, like here, something could be buried. But it's mostly around, like, sharp edges of scrub. I'm not really seeing anything immediately. I think there'd be like a spot around here where you could do it as well. But alas, I think our treasure hunt will go with one gyroid missing. Not found, not to be enjoyed, and not to join our awesome gyroid jam band. It sucks because our awesome gyroid jam band is awesome. Hence why it's called the Awesome Gyroid Jam Band. or the AGJB for short. I wish that turned into a cooler acronym, but it didn't. Alright. I'm not seeing anything around here. There's not really any place it could spawn around the houses either. The only place we haven't really looked are around here. Oh, there's a saw stag, though. And around here. Neither of which actually look like it contain any sort of treasure or gyroids. So, because Nooks is closing in a few minutes, we'll go there and then go see Phyllis, I think. Also mosquitoes. But unfortunately, I guess we're just going to be missing a gyroid for today. There'll be other gyroids, mind you, but still, it sucks that we'll just be missing a gyroid. Hey, Mr. Nook, I'm here to sell you some stuff before you close. Namely that, and that. So close to a bank deposit, but not for today, I guess. Yeah, Boog took off from somewhere, but I don't know where. Alright, well, let's go talk to Blithers about this stag beetle we found. I think he'll be very impressed. He'll say, we need this in our museum right now. In his Blithersy way. I have an insect for you, buddy. Stag beetles are so cool. Bleh. Yeah, they're armor plated. They have featherless wings under their armor that opens up. And then they have membranes. Honestly, you know, he's creeped out by his own description, but what he just described sounds like the greatest thing ever. Okay, that's actually cool. The stag beetles are actually fighting each other. Which is a thing that happens in real life. They use their mandibles to grapple with each other and try and throw them. And they can actually throw them pretty far. And that's of course to attract mates and stuff. Or in one specific stag beetle's case, apparently to make multi-$1,000 paintings. Look it up, that's a thing. And it's actually kind of awesome. Come on, Mr. Fish. I'm sure I already have you, but I don't know if there are any new fish in July that I don't have, honestly. I know there's like one super fish we're missing, but he shows up by the waterfall. This is probably just a boot. Come on. This is either a very dumb fish or a very rare one. To ignore my awesome fishing hook. Are you serious right now, game? Well, it was a large base. Worth it, I guess. Although, way too frustrating for what it was. It's still probably worth a few bells. But Nooks is now closed. Ooh, I think that's a rhinoceros beetle. Not as cool as a stag beetle, mind you, but we can go sell that to Blithers as well. I was just gonna finish up, but you know, new Beetle. Again, nowhere near as cool as the awesome stag beetles, but still. And they have their giant horn for basically the exact same reason. It's for flipping and throwing other beetles to sort of prove dominance for lady beetles. Actually, that's the funny thing about stag beetles. They've got like these giant, you know, pinchy things on the top of their head. And they look terrifying and like, you know, painful, but they actually are... They can bite with them, I guess, but they're not actually all that painful. The scary ones are the girls that have like the tiny little pinchy things. Which kind of reminds me a little bit of scorpions. Because like the scorpions, they usually have like these giant crab claws. And the ones that have the giant crab claws, they're the ones you don't have to be remotely scared of. It's the ones that have the tiny claws you have to be scared of because they rely more on their poison, which is more deadly. At least that's a general rule of thumb with them. But, yeah. More beetles. How close are we to finishing our bug list, by the way? Got about maybe 1.5 rows left. That's pretty cool. Now, granted, unlike the fish, which kind of rotate throughout up until, like, December, the insects, they stop rotating around maybe November. That might even be a little late. I know you get the common red dragonflies in the fall. I think that's kind of around, like, the last bugs you see if you're collecting them as they show up. Alright. Alright, we gotta actually, like, throw out a letter to mail some more fossils. So let's do that. Get rid of 2. That's done. Museum. Airmail paper. Looks very fancy. And as you can see, Pearl has once again dusted off the e-reader machine because it needed it. So it was just getting dust on it, never being used. Because it's an e-reader machine. I have this. I need to get rid of Phyllis. And I have one last one to get rid of Phyllis. Nope, that's it. Alright, I'll see you later, Phyllis. It's always good seeing Phyllis. She makes our day better. Especially when we cannot find that last gyroid that should be around here but isn't. That might be it. If that's it, I'm gonna feel dumb. Not that that would be a first. Ha! Alloyed. I think that's kind of one I don't need, but ooh. There's a beetle we can go sell tomorrow. Because we just caught it. It's a dynastic beetle. I believe that's another drone beetle. It's not going to be worth a lot, but we can sell that. I don't think it was this game, but I know one of the Animal Crossing games added a scarab beetle, which looked like the drone beetle, but was gold. Like I said, I don't think it was this one, but specifically, I know if that's going to be a bug we have to catch, it's going to be a little bit awkward, and we should try and just catch all of them. I really need to clean my house at some point. But let's see just how necessary we need this tall alloyed in our lives. I could live with her without it. I guess we'll hold on to it for a little while. Add to our gyroid jam band down here. But we're still missing a squelchoid, a dacoid, a howloid, I think a medatoid. And a crocoid. Oh, and the droploid. All one of them. But those are all the ones I'm currently trying to get. I really gotta clean this mess up at some point. Maybe that'll be a thing I'll do tomorrow. But I think that will be it, because it has been half an hour, and like I said, my throat really hurts tonight, so, yeah. we'll call that for tonight. But follow the stream to know when we go live, because we do this every night, usually involving a second town, because, I mean, what are you going to do after 9 p.m. here anyway? You got to time travel a little bit to make stuff interesting. You might also want to check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see over 1,200 videos at this point. That's an old sign, but still. And if you really want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon. Support the show any way you can so that I can continue to do what I can to do my best at what I do. Plus, you get yourself on the Discord where we can talk about awesome things like all the awesome Beetle facts you learn in Animal Crossing. And by looking up beetles online. And then learning about beetles that sell paintings for several $1,000s. Because, again, that's a thing and it's kind of amazing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed and I will see you next time. Peace out, Internet.